Hi, this is Greg Schuler. In this video, I'm going to show how to use the rd-acl tool to generate a set of ACL policies for a group in my Rundeck installation. The default install has two ACL policy files, the admin one and one that applies to API token users. In my installation, I've added two new users. If I look at the realm.properties file, I've added an ops and a dev user. So what we'd like to do is give ops access to a project. I have a project named Acme and a couple of jobs within that project. So I'd like to give the ops team ability to run and view these jobs, but not necessarily to edit them or delete them. So let's start off by using the list command, and I will pick a group, which is our ops group, and my project is Acme. And you can see that the ops team has no access at all. The first thing that we're going to need to do is give them read access to this project called Acme. So let's use the test command and verify that they don't have access at that exact level. So we'll look at the application context. If you go back at the list output, this is within the application context, the read access. So we'll go application context, specify ops group, and here we're going to pick the project that we want to give access to, Acme. Now it's prompting me for all of the access levels I can grant or I can test. So read is the only one we want to grant. I verify that the ops group has no access here. I can change this to create to generate the ACL policy file that I need. So I'm going to use that output to create a new policy file called ops.acl policy. And now if I test exactly the same thing again, you can see the decision was allowed. So if we go back to the list command, here we have a plus sign now next to this access level. So the other thing that I wanted to add was for a set of jobs, I want to give them read and run access. So we have jobs under app1 called restart. If I just list all the output, I can see I don't have any access at that point. So let's go back to test. This is within a project context that we're doing this test, so we'll test within project context. My project is called Acme, my ops group. Now I'll use the -j to specify the job. And I can use the read, run, let's say kill as well. Those are the things I want to give to the ops team. The test is negative. I could change this to create from the test subcommand to create. I can also do the -v flag, which does the same test, and it also shows the audit decision. I mean the authorization decision, which is exactly how it would show up in the audit log. So for each of those actions. And then it also prints out the ACL policy file, which would allow those actions as well. I'm going to change this to create, and then I'll append it to our ops policy file. And now if I do test, the decision was allowed. So go back to list. Okay, I can see that this job has read, run, and kill access. Great. So now I should be at least able to log into Rundeck as the ops user and view those jobs and run them. You can see I can view the Acme job and app1 and restart. Well, I had two jobs. I had app2 as well, so let's modify the ops ACL policy and here I had the match, or the policy that was generated is going to be exact match on what I specified. So it's matching only this exact job in this exact group. So really what I want to do is group app1 or app2, and I don't care about the name of the job. So actually this is a regular expression, so I need to change this to match. There we go. So if I test it again, I can still see the access level for app1. Let's change it to app2. Change it to some other job. And you can still read, run, and kill app2. Now, I can see the access is correct. There's a couple other things that I may want to give the ops team. Basically in the nodes page, I have no nodes matching because I don't have any access to view nodes. And then in the activity page, I have no access to read events. So in the list output, you can see read event is rejected, read node is rejected, and if I specified a node, any specific node is also rejected. So of course the ops team needs to be able to run actions on nodes. So let's go back to our test command. We'll specify, first of all, we want to give events access, so that's a generic resource called event. And then the actions we can allow are read or create. Not allowed, we'll do create here, and append that to ops.acl policy, list it, and now I have read access here. So we want to give read access to generic nodes and then also read and run access to a set of nodes by name. So we're going to go back to our test command. We want to do generic node. Oops. Access read. So we'll change this to create and append it. And then the other thing we want to do is specify a node. We can use the node name or we can use the node tags. So let's do tags. Specify a tag of, say, prod. And we want to allow read and run on those nodes. You'll see that when I use this tag argument, it will actually generate the policy with this contains match and list the tags that I specified. So this match is specific to node tags, and it allows tag matching. So we'll append that to our ops.acl policy. Now, for one thing, I don't have a node with that prod tag yet, so I will add one just to demonstrate. Prod one, and give it a tag of prod. So that the ops user should have access to the activity tab. So you can see they have access to the prod one tag. Now if we wanted to, we could give them read access to all the nodes and only run access on prod. So let's do that. So here's our test. Let's do node name law, action read. You can see that failed. Create. I'm going to append this to the ops.acl policy, but blog was just a placeholder, so I'm going to change that to, actually I can just remove this equals section. So this basically gives me read access to all nodes, and then this policy gives me run access to prod nodes. So if I reload, I can see I can view and the server node, but I don't have access to run on that node. So this video has shown how to use the test list and create subcommands for rd-acl to iterate over the access control that you want to build up and generate the correct ACL policies for a particular use case. Thanks for watching. Bye.